Hey there YouTube, this is Punk Rock Matt with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the LVUR02 Kamen Rider Brave Quest Gamer. I got this guy today, although I should have gotten him Thursday technically, but there was a delay. That happens sometimes. Anyway, I got him from Hobbylink Japan for 2,800 yen, which works out to be roughly $26.90. We'll take a look at his height here. About 6 inches. And 15.5 centimeters. I'll measure him again in his level 1 form later on in the review. Here he is next to X-Aid from the same series. Figuart's Ghost, and of course, Marvel Legends Daredevil. Alright, let's check out this articulation. If you've seen my X-Aid review, it's pretty much the same as him, except that this crest on top of this helmet does have a little swivel. He has a ball-jointed neck. The collar gets in the way a little bit, but not too much. Socket and hinge at the elbow. The shoulder armor or pauldrons get in the way a little bit, but again, it's nothing too big. I mean, he can move his arm out that far. There is a bicep cut, a single elbow. He has a swivel at the wrist. His fingers are segmented. They're on a hinge. Swivel at the waist. Socket and hinge at the hip, little gashit holder. I think it's called like a kimbiwa holster maybe, I'm not even totally sure. And then there's a thigh cut. He has double jointed knees, which is really more for his gimmick than anything, but it's still cool that he has them. And then a ball joint at the ankle. So he's pretty poseable, which is definitely nice. Looking good, Brave. Right, we'll take a quick look at his box. A lot smaller than X-Aid's box, that's for damn sure. More what I'm used to. Level Up Rider. Got a picture of the suit there. Looking totally badass. RPG. Kamen Rider Brave Quest Gamer. Picture of the figure. Shows that you can go into the level 1 form if you have X-Aid. He doesn't come with the level 1 shell, which is why his box is so much slimmer. Has some posing options and stuff about the figure. Tells you to look out for Snipe, Mr. Edgelord. Good stuff. Resealable package. Oh, I didn't actually even notice his little symbol there. That's sweet looking. Yeah, pretty much what you would expect with a gimmick line rider. As far as accessories go, he doesn't come with a whole lot. In case you're wondering, no, he does not come with 2 nurses to help him transform. But he does come with the Gashikan sword, which is very nice looking. It's got the fire side on one side and the ice side on the other. And what's neat is it actually does have a swivel joint, so you can switch that around. Very cool looking. I do like that it comes in 3 colors, as opposed to X-Aid's Gashikan Breaker that is just pink. And he holds it fairly well. The one thing about all these gimmick line guys is with the posable hands, that's how they kind of get around not giving you alternate hands to hold the weapons. But sometimes when you move them around some, it has a tendency to slip out, and that's not good. If you guys remember way back in the day of the Final Form Ride Decade gimmick line, they actually had little tabs that plugged into the hand. And that worked a lot better, I felt like, and I kind of wish they'd go back to that, but they haven't for many years, so I doubt they're going to. But overall, I like that weapon design and everything a lot, and, you know, as far as accessories go, I mean, that's the one he really needs. Now, as mentioned earlier, I'll put him in his level 1 form using the shell that came with X-Aid. It's pretty much the same deal. Even though this back piece is on a slider, I actually do find it easier to just take it off. Pop that off there. Straighten his arm. Oh yeah, you gotta take off his little buckler here. Turn his arms in like that. Turn his legs around. That's one thing I wanted to mention. The knee joints are white on this one. They were black on X8. I kind of like the black better, but maybe this is like more suit accurate. I'd have to look closer at the backs of his knees on the actual suit. Turn his feet in. Make sure they're under the belt. Move his head forward for now. Oh yeah, I gotta remove his chest plate. Almost forgot. His chest plate is different than X8's. X8's has a little sword and hammer symbol. His has an ice and fire symbol, which I think is pretty cool. You line up the indentation on his back there with that peg right there. He is a little bit harder to slide in there than X8, but not by much. Okay, make sure he's all situated in there. Pop his chest piece on, and then this is where you turn the crest around. Put the slider in the down position. Make sure it clicks in place. Pop that back onto the back. And there you have him. Very chibi. His buckler can slide into his hand there, as well as the sword. There you have it. Brave in his level 1 form. You know, for the life of me, I really did not think I was going to like these level 1 forms at all, but I actually do. I just think they're neat. Give him a quick measure here. Looks like he's about 5.5 inches if you count the crest. I cannot tell sometimes whether to count it or not. And not quite 14 centimeters. And then we'll do a little size comparison with X8. There you go. So as you can tell, they're definitely shorter and stouter than the level 1 forms. So in closing, I just want to say that I'm quite happy with this figure. Brave is definitely my favorite of the X8 riders so far. Really like his design, and it helps. I'm a big RPG and Knight fan, and that is his motif. I think that while X8 is a really cool gimmick line rider, I think that Brave does have him beat a little bit. Just a very neat looking figure. And I'm happy with what I paid for him and everything. He hits the spot. So if you're thinking about getting this guy, I hope I helped you make up your mind. And as always, I appreciate you watching. Take it easy, YouTube.